Thank you so much for staying tuned. Don't forget that all road leads to Jesus Breaks Ministry today for ITV and Radio 9 lessons and Carol in conjunction with Jesus Breaks Ministry. 3 p.m. is the time. So you have to make yourself available so I can get to know the reason behind the season. After all, Jesus that says the reason behind the season. On this particular segment, I still have my two analysts with me in the studio. I want to take a look at Edo 2024, ensuring credible primaries. You get to see some persons have the opinion that some people or some aspirants are heavyweights. When I talk about heavyweight, talk about financial muscle. Others are saying this is the anointed candidate of the certain governor, but they come out to say, look, it doesn't have a preferred candidate. Others are saying, for us to have a good election, let the people choose who the party will present. Fighting from three fronts. How do you think this primary will pan out? I still have Samuel Ehigato and, of course, Okoro Osahon Obaraye with me here in the studio. Let me start off with you, Samuel. You're a party man, a party leader, and you have so many aspirants in your party. I wouldn't want to mention the party. Viewers, they know, later they get to find out. The party also, they have the same. PDP, the same. APC, LP, NNPP, YPP, they all have candidates. And some are saying that they are afraid that this might just be the person with the fattest bank account may just win the day to become a party candidate. How do you feel about this palpable fear? Others are saying, we have an anointed candidate. Don't go there. He is an anointed candidate of XYZ
party.
What's my saying? No, we'll be the one to choose our candidate. 3 ideas, 3 fronts, 1 seat, 1 avenue, which is the Dennis Oselebe Avenue. Take it up from there.
Thank you very much, Wilson. You know, the situation of having an anointed candidate has never benefited the Edo people. It has only led to chaos, stagnation, and pains of Edo people. We saw what happened when someone was anointed by the former governor. We know what Edo is passing through. And now again, somebody is trying to anoint another friend that is not known to the Edo people to come over and rule over us again. I said last time that Edo don't need the travelers anymore. We need our homeboys. We need people that understand Edo politics. We need people that understand Edo problem. We need people that can go to Edo people, speak with Edo people in the language they understand. Not people that will come and speak big English for us because they came from one place or the other, claim they are Edolites, and have no Edo interest but to channel our finance, the resources into Europe and other states. I think for me, I love what my party have finally done. Though I was an agitator for the Edo Central. I won't lie to you because I thought by equity and fairness, it should have been zoned to them. But like my party have come up with very concrete decisions and said, no, everybody have a right to contest. And when they said everybody have a right to contest, there's one thing I knew already is going to happen, and I believe it's going to happen, is that it is coming back to the South-South.
Well, you are not, you're just a single entity
why I said,
in that party.
What I'm telling you that Wilson, that is coming to the South again, who holds the vote? Majority of the vote in Edo State. This is the South. We have almost 60% of the vote. And when there are delegates being chosen, the majority of the delegate is going to come from where? Edo South. So automatically, if there's a very strong candidate from the Edo South, which we have some very solid one right now, he will take the day. It will not be about the finance alone. It is about how do I be able to garner the vote, few vote from the Edo Central, to garner some few vote from Edo North, add to my vote in the Edo South. He has the day. So it's not left for him if he will win the election. That's another issue.
Before I go to Baraye,
So
hold on. Sorry for interrupting. Before I go to Baraye, how would you feel if the North, not part of Nigeria, says they have the population and they choose to come over and over and over again because they have the number to become president of Nigeria? How would you feel?
listen,
Be honest.
I told you last time, Shu, that if Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the present president, wants to win the election, he must have the vote of the North. He must have the support of the North. Why? Because they are the majority. Whoever they say becomes.
You've not answered the question. How will you feel?
But you have seen it. How did they come this time around? The North is still in government. The North has always been in government.
I am talking about #1 seat right now, presidency. How would you feel?
Listen to me. The North has the vote. The North will always decide who will be the #1 seat.
True.
Whether it's their person they are garnishing it for, or it's a South-Southerner,
Yes.
or a Southwesterner.
Okay.
But they still decide who will be the #1 citizen.
You are
It's
right.
the same thing in those states.
But how would you feel? That's not the question.
You will not
If
feel
the
otherwise.
one position
Politics.
keep going to the north,
Listen,
north, north.
Listen, what is democracy? What is democracy? Democracy
Okay,
is
fine.
being guided
Yes.
by the majority.
Okay.
And who owns the majority decides the democratical system.
I'll come back
and
to you.
decide the political system.
I'll
and
come
decide
back to you.
the position that is coming.
I will come back to
A
you.
minority can never decide who will be the president or who will be the
But
governor.
you've answered the
who will be-
question.
I'm telling you, the majority will always decide. If they wishes to give it to the southwest, it is the north that will decide it. If they give it to the south, it is the north. If they give it to the
Because
east,
this
it is the
question
north.
came up when you said is going back again to the south.
Because
And I asked you this
I have
question.
seen the antecedent of what is going on in the streets.
I'll come back to you.
I've seen the political garnishing going on.
Okay.
I know already we are bound to embrace a situation that the Edo South is going to be the next government.
But you've not answered my question. I'll ask you that question when I come back again to you. Obaraye, over to you. He gave his own perception. He said from what he's seeing, it might just come back again. I asked the question, how would you feel if not with the power of vote choose to say we'll be president over and over again? That question is still hanging. But what do you feel?
Are you asking me the same question?
Calm
It has not been
down.
answered.
Calm down.
Okay.
The question is still hanging. Before I'll ask you that question, what do you feel about the scenario? These three factors are playing out. Anointed candidates, money bags, and the people's choice. Take it up from there.
Yeah, let me help you answer the question. How will I feel? Feel bad. I won't feel happy if a city region keeps deciding who becomes the president or the governor or a leader of a place. It will not all go well. That's just the truth. So I won't feel bad. But I think it's high time we start looking at ourselves as. Are you getting it now? That is why I always tell you that Nigeria politics, tribalism, and it goes the same way. If we can pull out tribalism from it, I think that is where you can see we'll start seeing ourselves as Nigerians. That's where you can see an Igbo man even becoming the governor of Edo State. You can see an Hausa man becoming the governor of Edo State because he has stayed there. Things like that will start happening. And by so doing, we start this issue of IPOB issue we leave because we see ourselves as
one.
Yeah. So it's tribalism. That is why you see people telling you South, East. By so doing, that be minute. I don't even say why we are supposed to start scattering Edo to say this one, that one, when we are not, when we are even minority inside minority. I get it now. That minority inside minority, you are again dividing it to go down. Again. So,
But that's what it is. It is what it is.
That goes to tell you that, except the political lock that shined on Jonathan, there will be no way again an Edo man can be president of Nigeria. From that, just the truth, because you are dividing. So that is it. The main truth is that we must speak, the truth must remain, is that taking the risk of anointed candidate at this point is suicidal. Yeah. Also taking the risk for looking at the money bags to say this one is heavyweight money bag is also suicidal. Why taking the risk of say let the people decide is better, but you must look at the money issue.
The money issue.
Because politics is expensive. Yeah. Politics is not for civil servants.
Well, there's a clash between people's choice and the money bags.
No, listen now, money, a clash will come, but you cannot just say because Osahan speaks eloquently where these other Osahan should go and work for governor of Edo State. Where is the fund going to come from? When you know that even with my influence in ITV, if I want to come and advertise here for governorship, maximum, if I don't give you for 1 million, you will stop me not to come here. Where will I get 1 million to give? For advert, I didn't say for the ticket, I didn't say for poster, I didn't say just to give you people here. I need over 1 million. So where would that come from? I don't have it, so it can work. But if people don't say, you now give money back, now say, it's good, we know it, it's eloquent, you can speak, let's support him. 1 million will no longer be issue. So in tandem, it must go
hand in hand.
So it's not what you cannot say because it's popular. Are you getting it now? The party will not say ticket maybe 50 million, 25 million. I don't even have anything that is worth that. So where am I going to get it? But if the money backs are there, that is not an issue. Somebody can say, okay, I'll pick it for him.
Yeah, I buy the ticket for him.
That's it. So you can see why it now goes. So also now taking, you didn't also put to your question the issue of zoning.
I'll come to that later. That'll be a later thing.
The truth remains that I keep saying it. Why APC lost out from Osadebe Avenue was not because of the man, Obaseki. Never. APC lost out from Osadebe Avenue because of wrong primaries. We had a bad primaries before the election, where party leaders, party followers were not put in picture in primaries issue. They were told this is their candidate. That is it. So that is where they lost it. I didn't even want to drag because I know we almost lost it. But if everybody goes together, the leaders can always have their way if they take the people who have their say along. Because it's just few of us that can argue with the leader to say, no, sir, we don't like this thing you are saying. We don't know this is wrong. Others can't do. Or the leader will not tell you, oh, but you look at it from this perspective. The truth be told, what you have said is true, but if you also look at it here, you don't say, because you respect him, you don't say, okay, if I think I buy into this your idea, we can work with it. But if the leader tells you, no, but you go and see that you don't have any issue to it, no, this is our say, you keep quiet. On election day, you just sit down, you are sitting down.
You work against them.
And if we don't move, our body language speaks on election day.
Yeah. If
we sit down under our phone and play with our phone without communication to our people, the probability that we are going to lose that place is 70-80%. But if our people see us on a knicker and a Marcus t-shirt with a trainers, not looking at phone, moving from one place to the other, the probability we are going to win, 2, is 80%. And how are we going to prepare with a knicker and a t-shirt? It's when our party leaders put us into the picture to say, this is the reason, don't, all what you have been saying is true. No, you said it so sweet, but come and listen to my friend, come. See this one, if you put on the maybe by the time you say no, leader, look this side, you don't put this side. The leader may not say, it's true, you are right. You can also say, leader, didn't you also see this side? Yeah. You are right. By so doing, we marry everything together. I told you one scenario, which has still be the most one of the elections that most of us laid down, or last year our life was put on it. The primaries between Asagbelo Osage and Igodomigodo. The leaders were ready, and death on ears on Igodomigodo. The followers were ready for Asagbelo Osage. Death on ears to say. And the leaders were knowing to them. The reason why they will not do Oshore for again now said they should go and do Oshore for primaries.
Okay.
Oshore for, that is where we can, that's our political macabra does. Yes. Because we know that if we stand, our people will stand at our back. But if you tell them to go and take a decision inside, and the leader is there, they will look at the leader's face and it will change. But if we stand, they know, we will stand with him. And we stood and we won. Out of the 12 votes, we won 8 or 7, yeah, 8 or 7. We won 8 or 7. And it was a landslide. The leaders were now so angry that they were going to participate in the election. Because we already knew we took risks to deliver that man, we also took risks to make sure we deliver him in the main election. So in the main election, we even were more serious. And he won. So the leaders have no other option than to accept. I get it now. Say, we'll be not happy, but thank God you've won. It's accepted. It also happened again in Uworide versus Uzame. Where we were for Uworide, the leaders with Uzame. At the end of the day, the leaders saw that, no, they've taken so much from Uzame. How are we going to do it? Nothing. So they had to make sure they pinpointed some about 1 or 2. Owiyomo should be stopped. This one should be stopped. It's going to be done again. Just to make sure. And at the end of the day, they also had their way. When they had their way, the man they did it for was so sensible. He left his comfort zone to make sure he searched for those people that fought against him in primaries.
To carry them along.
You know what it takes for a senator to come knock at your door to say, Obaya, I want to see you. We've been fighting. Please come and tell me what it's going to take for us to settle. Say, Pa, we know we not to fight. This is how we do things. We will work with you because you are here. And everything started. And
so carry the people along.
That is, I want to tell you, we must marry the people. Right. If you don't marry it, it makes the election rigorous, so hard. The people, and you may not, if you take money away from election, it's just better that that's a political suicide.
I'll come back to
money and election in Nigeria together. You don't separate it.
Okay, I'll come back to it now. He made a very strong point talking about money and of course the people. But what is going on right now, this is the political party, so they have one huge money bag that is like, just going up and down, painting the party black and red and all that. That is on one hand. Another part, we have a similar anointed candidate, though it's being contested right now. If you take a look at this issue, drawing a leaf from what he said, do you think the people will have their way in the primaries?
Listen, for the people to have their ways in primaries, it is a good thing. It is not always easy. We have seen many primaries that have taken place. I just give you 2 examples. One of the most recent I know of is the primaries of DVD. Oye. That is Aswan. I knew very well that the leaders all conspired together that Lucky Maswan should be given the ticket for the Senate. That DVD is just coming, is not yet strong enough to go there.
Does that from past experience?
Yes, from experience now. No. And the people, the youth, said, no, we love this man. We want this man. We all went to Uniben. We saw what happened. Irrespective of the decision of the order given to those that are going to vote at the primaries, that they should all vote for this person. Majority of them did not follow the order of the leader. They followed their conscience and voted for DVD to make him the candidate of the party. And if you see the way the people worked for him, it was out of the love of how they fought for him to become the candidate. They used that same love to fight for him, to want to make sure he become the Senate. It's just that the obedient wave in Edo State was just too high. That was affected. If not, he would have been the best and would have been there. But another thing you said about the people having their will, yes. But how do you garner the will of the people? It involves this.
Back to money politics.
Money is necessary. Why? Because every visitations that you are going to do before the primaries to leaders, to state secretariat, to LGA, to the wards, to the communities, those people that matters which you wish them to be in support of you, this goes along with it. So if you don't have this, there's not even a need of contesting, except you are contesting for recognition. Because we have perpetual contestants. In every election, they always print posters. It's not the interest of the governorship they want.
Just relevance.
They just want to be relevant.
And to make more money.
Yeah, definitely they will always make money one way or the other if they know their way to play their games. But majority does this probably after the election, and the real candidate emerge, become a commissioner, become a special advisor, become one appointment or the other from the government based on his antecedent during the contest. You understand? So some of them are perpetual contestants. Like APC, I think they have almost 56 as I heard. I will tell you more than 40 are contesting for relevancy.
For relevance?
Yeah, for acknowledgement. Those that really want to contest for the governorship, we already know them.
All right, you just hold on. You continue.
And they have this already.
Don't worry, you continue with the chain of thought after this break. Don't go away. This is TMI. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI, and this is the final part of today's edition of This Morning on ITV. We're taking a look at Edo 2023, conducting a credible primary. Yeah, that is what we are focusing on. Now, both of you agreed to the aspect of money bags, and you're giving your views what went on that break. And please continue with the views you were expressing. So I can go to Obaraye with this question.
Yeah, you know, Wisdom, as we earlier said, to play politics involves a lot of finance. And there are majority of people that want to contest, but they don't have that finance. So what they do, they print out posters based on social media influencers to kind of hype them up, so that at the end they could be recognized for one position or the other, either in the federal or in the state, in whichever way it might happen. Why those that really want to contest, they have kept the billions already on the side. It does not shake them anymore. And we know them. And last, they are going to get the ticket, because they are going to be the one that could be able to influence our citizens to vote for them. Why do we say so? I will not say vote buying, but it is common with primaries that the highest bidder usually wins in primaries. We got a situation where people were paying, giving out 50,000, so we're giving out 100,000. Why those that gave out 200,000 called the day? Though we have also have a situation too, where somebody that even gave 250,000 lost out because the influence of the government of the day was with the other candidate that gave lesser amount of money. But in whichever way, all of them spent money. If they did not spend money on that day, the fee is millions of nairas. So if you don't have the millions in your bank account, don't waste your time. Let them scrap your name away.
Okay.
So that we can be able to select from those that really have it in mind to rule us.
All right.
Or govern us.
Okay. Now, if money is involved or so important, would that make the primaries credible, Obaraye?
Definitely. Yeah.
Because some may have good intention. Some are popular within the party ranks, but they don't have enough money like any other candidate or aspirant in that party. They were lost out. Will you term that primary credible primary?
If you are looking for credible primaries, I think you have to go look for a new word for it in the dictionary.
So you're saying that primaries will not be credible? Is that what you're saying right now?
No. It is hardly.
No, let us. If I tell you it's going to be credible, and I know what I told you is not true, my heart will keep aching me. But I've told you what is not true. Credible primaries. What is going to be credible when you have about 30, 40 persons struggling or jostling for just one ticket? So, and in all of them know that they are going to spend money. I have friends that are contesting for this governorship now, and primaries is not yet now. And I can tell you some have spent over 500 million.
500 million?
Yeah, 500 million. Primaries is not yet. And I'll give you some examples how they spent it. They've gone to visit virtually all the local governments. And there's no governorship aspirant now that will come visiting a local government that will not drop $1 million.
Yes, $1 million, $2 million.
No, that's a million.
Guarantee.
$1 million.
Minimum $1 million?
Yeah, minimum. You're going to drop it and the people will not even clap for you. They will tell the person to open it and see how much is there.
You really did that.
Yeah, he dropped $1 million. Okay, here, sit down, continue. Wait till you see me talk. So look as if nothing happened. And the person did not also come alone. He came with about, let's say, 50-something to 60-something persons. All of them are going to have their transport fare back.
For 5,000.
He also fueled the car to that place. And he's also coming with
rice and everything.
Television coverage, which I'm a part of. You know that is expensive. You don't go there, it's expensive. So let's say in every local government visitation, let's put it at a minimum of 3 million. You times it by 18. Then let's leave that one. That is first. The secondly now, I'm sure you see that virtually you see their big board everywhere. Take your time later in the evening to call the numbers of those big boards and see how much it takes to put it for a month. And most of them are going to pay for 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, as the case may be, so that they can secure that space. So virtually, whichever big board you see on them, know that they spent over $1 million to secure that big board. So and it's virtually across the 3 central districts.
State.
So in that advert too, you can see that maybe they've kept under 50 million for that angle. And before they start visiting local government, they go visit leaders. And let's say, don't just exaggerate it, let's leave leaders for, let's say, 20. It's more than. Because virtually, you should have ex-governors in that party, you should have ex-deputy governors, ex-speakers, ex-party leaders,
Senate.
national leaders, they are out there. So you are not visiting them collectively, you are going individually. But you're not going to visit them and tell them you are going to contest election. No. You're going to tell them that you want to contest election. And for you to show them how ready you are going to drop something.
You must drop money.
Yeah, you're going to drop
in millions.
You're not going to drop English. You're not going to drop your manifesto. You're going to drop money. The party leader is not going to ask you what you're going to do. Maybe the true ones at heart are going to ask you, what difference are you going to bring in? What are you going to do? But he's just going to ask that for you to know that he's serious and happy with what you got. Then after they do that, they're going to now visit the party secretariat. The party secretariat visitation, some, to show that they are serious, because they know these are the leaders of the party. They will drop maybe 5 million for party. I'm not asking about others, because this time you need to bring people from the Kokoko Hills, bring people from Ovia, bring people from everywhere down to
Edo State.
So transportation, I know you know what it takes to fall now. So you can see why I tell you that some have used close to 500 million. Election has not started. So we think, if election has not started and somebody has used, let's say, 100 or 200 million, even in the process he knows that they are about, he even knows in his closet, he knows that this thing even they do, this person even get past me, this person reach past me, this person also they do the same. He knows he might also get it, 50-50. Then, how are you not sure that that type of process is the process where you want your English to
To change anything.
I just gave you
Rough estimate.
Rough estimate. How are you not sure? I didn't tell you about posters.
At all.
There was a poster my friend DVD pasted. I'm sure you saw it. Red, big poster. Red. It was big. That poster cost 18 million in Benin, 16 million in Lagos to print in Bondo, and he printed over 10 times. If he finishes, he brings it up again. He brings it up again. I'm not asking you. It's a name they called it. Printers called it. So they went to Lagos for 16 million. Later, when they saw Lagos was disturbing, they now entered Benin for 18 million. People that does that poster in Benin or Lagos, there are not many. And that poster, you are going to print it from now till, let's say, the primaries. And if you win, it's going to be continued.
Yeah, you continue with it.
So I want to just give you some. I'm not talking about T-shirts, face cap.
So it's all about the money for the primaries.
No, I'm just telling you, these things I'm telling you are not vague. They are not what is not possible. I'm not adding to it. As in, I didn't tell you branded cars, vehicles. I didn't tell you that. Yeah, because I didn't tell you that. Have I come to that?
No.
Branded vehicles. That is going to that Hilos, Sienna, Hayas. That's going to be bringing people. I'm also telling you that there is no governorship aspirant that is serious on this race, that want to make people know he is serious or she is serious on this race. That we not use above 100 million to buy Christmas gifts to leaders on New Year.
Yeah.
That is serious. I didn't say he's serious. Yep. I didn't, because you are not going to now bring chicken to a leader. No. I'm going to get a cow. A fat cow.
A big ram.
Added rice. Then what do you call it that is beautiful in the basket? Ampa. Then money to at least, let's say, 50 leaders cut across the 3 senatorial district. Let's say Edo South might have 20.
Thank you.
Have 50. So like
Thank you.
So if all this one will be speaking on this English, will be speaking since, why are you not telling me that he does not try some money?
So finally,
anybody that does it, someone will speak English or not tomorrow. Nobody will see someone as a good candidate.
At all.
What they will see is when the pocket is fat.
So for now, you're saying that the primary is for the highest bidder.
Don't let anybody change it. Don't change it.
For the highest bidder.
Listen, look at it's the English you are speaking.
Our time is up. For the highest bidder.
The English you just spoke is a very good English, but I would not say it that way. The primary is going to be won by that one that spent best. Take it like that.
Thank you, gentlemen. I don't know what to say right now because it's like calculating money. I was like, you have already said it.
Millions. Just go check it. What I
told you, no 1 billion on one side. Don't even think of
I didn't tell you.
I was still expecting credible primaries from what they just analyzed. I was still expecting credible primaries because right now it's like the money bags. I don't know if they come out to have the day. Would you deem that primaries as being credible? I'll leave that question for you to peruse because my head is like filled up right now. Gentlemen, you blew my mind. Thank you for the last analysis because governorship is not a mere feat.
No, it's not for the boys.
Secretariat.
I will go and do some more investigation because as it stands right now, it's like it's all about the money. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And if it's all about the money, what is the hope for democracy? See you next week, God willing. Bye for now.